wrote the zoo story, I thought it was a pretty good play. It was my first one. You know, I had nothing to compare it to. I thought it was all right.
At Home at the Zoo, which is Edward Albee's play, one of them, The Zoo Story, which really started his career, and the addition of an act at the beginning called Homelife, which are together in one evening. So we will find out what happened before he goes into the park.
One of the remarkable things about At Home at the Zoo is that, in fact, its two acts were written 45 years apart from each other, because the second act is Zoo Story, which is Albee's first play, which was first done in the late 50s. But he himself has said that he always had in the back of his mind what Peter's home life was like.
But I think I even knew at the time that while I'd written a two-character play, one of the characters was much better developed than the other. The Jerry was much better developed than Peter. Peter was sort of a backboard. And I figured out, you know, maybe I should have made the characters a little more balanced.
When he wrote Zoo Story, he was a very young man who, he said, there were parts of Peter, parts of him in Peter and parts of him in Jerry, but on the whole, he more identified with Jerry than with Peter. And many years later, he said he really understood Peter in a way that he wanted to really give him his due.
The more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know, I've got to do something more with the character of Peter. Then I got busy with other plays and other things. And then I realized I'm not going to go back and fuss with the Zoo Story. I don't believe in rewriting my plays, and I'm not going to let me rewrite my plays when I've become a different person, because you do after a while. And so 40 years or so after that, I said, well, you know, there's a first act there. Peter at home with his wife before he goes to Central Park and meets Jerry. Why did I write that?
So in a way, the two plays, even though the first one, the two acts, the first one is about a husband and wife who've been married many years, and the second one is about two strangers who have never met before. Really, both plays are about chance encounters and about the twists and turns that these relationships take and how these three lives are changed in the course of one afternoon.
We understand everything a great deal better, and it's a much more interesting play.